You know, on one hand, I'd really love to get another top draft pick to really solidify a young core group of players. But on the other hand, I really do like beating Central Division teams. It feels really, really good. So I'm kind of getting pulled in two separate directions. It's a struggle right now. But you know what? I'll man up. And I'll dealio with it.
Sucker blue. I want to overreact. What was that?
This is going to be a good year.
Not this game. The best game ever.
Hello and welcome to Hawks Recap. Game 40, the big 4-0, has just concluded for the Hawks as they beat the Minnesota Wild by a score of 5-2 at home to start off their post-Christmas holiday break on a good note. Now, the game itself didn't really start off on the greatest of notes. The Minnesota Wild definitely looked like the better team out of the gates. Blackhawks looked a little bit slow, a little bit rusty, maybe had a little bit too much roast beast left in their systems from the holidays, but scoreboard doesn't care. 4 minutes in, Jakubczak makes a nice move, fake shot, walks around the defender, throws the puck cross ice to Patrick Kane, who is completely covered, by the way, by Zach Parise, or however he wants it pronounced. Kane, being the Patrick Kane that he is, takes the puck, skate to stick, slaps at it, scores it, Hawks up 1-0. Like I mentioned, the Wild were the better team in the first period and made sense that they would score a goal, and they did. 5 minutes left to go in the first period. They're on the power play, but right after that power play expires, they're kind of whacking away at a loose puck in front of the net, and Zach Parise, or however he wants to pronounce, he pots it home past Delia, and this game goes into the second period tied at 1. Now, the Blackhawks got outshot 15-4 in that first period, so obviously the Wild were the better team. However, I don't think that it was as bad of a period as the shots suggest. I don't think that was as bad as what Eddie Olczyk and Pat Foley and even Patrick Kane were making it out to be. It wasn't a good period, but I didn't think it was a terrible period. Certainly, I feel the Hawks have had worse periods this year. And I feel like the Hawks really should have gotten probably closer to 10 shots on goal that period. I thought the Hawks generated a good amount of offensive opportunities. They just didn't result in shots on goal, whether that be just a good stick at the right time for the Minnesota Wild defenseman, or maybe the puck just kind of bounced on them a little bit. The ice didn't seem all that great tonight, or maybe just one too many passes, or they just straight up missed the net with a shot. All that together kind of generated only 4 shots on goal. But I thought they played better than what 4 shots on goal kind of looks like on a box score. Hopefully that makes sense. Nevertheless, tie game, 40 minutes to go. Second period, the Hawks seemed to come out with a little bit more fire, a little bit more energy to them. And, well, it kind of pays off. 23 seconds into the second period, Jonathan Toews with the puck below the goal line forces a pass out to Brandon Saad at the slot, who is covered by 3 Minnesota Wild players, but the puck somehow bounces to Saad. He takes a swing at it, knocks it past Jakubczak into the back of the net, and the Hawks are up 2-1 with only 5 shots on goal. Then a little bit less than 4 minutes into the second period, Blackhawks on the power play. Opening draw of the power play, Hawks win it back. They set up in their little 1-3-1 formation. Jakubczak throws it over to Patrick Kane, top of the circle. He rips a one-timer. He blows it by Jakubczak. Probably a shot that Jakubczak should have saved. No screen in front. I mean, it is a Patrick Kane shot, but considering it's 3 goals on 10 shots, yeah, Jakubczak, he gets pulled. And even though the Wild doubled up the Hawks in shots, 31-15, the Hawks would take a 3-1 lead into the third period. The Hawks would get outshot 17-5 in that third period, but they'd be the ones to score first. 8 minutes remaining in the third. Blackhawks kind of throw the puck down the ice. Stalock, the Wild goaltender, replaced Jakubczak, comes out to play it. He passes it out, but DeBrincat knocks that pass down, effectively stealing the puck, throws it over to Saad, and Saad just buries it as Stalock's trying to retreat back to net. Hawks take a 4-1 lead. They would pull their goalie with about 3 minutes left to go. Eric Stahl would score a goal with a little under a minute left to make it 4-2. And then Patrick Kane would get an empty net goal with 30 seconds remaining, a hat trick for Patrick Kane to make it 5-2, and that's how this game would end. Now, even though Patrick Kane got a hat trick in this game, he does not get first star because that award goes, deservedly so, to Colin Delia, who played absolutely magnificently, absolutely fantastic, kept the Hawks in it, especially in that first period, making 46 saves and getting a second win in 2 starts this year. Now, there are reports out there, and Coach Colleton certainly hints at the fact that they expect Crawford to be coming back fairly soon. Now, last year is still very much ingrained in my mind, so I'm not really going to believe anything until I see Crawford back on the ice. But for the sake of argument, let's assume that Crawford comes back fairly soon. Let's say early, mid-January. Let's say he comes back then. Colin Delia, if he continues to play well, what happens to him? Well, the fact of the matter is, he'll be sent down. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cam Ward, Corey Crawford, those 2 are healthy. Those are our 2 goalies for this year. Colin Delia, he's going to be kind of our transition guy, kind of coming up and down as needed. Cam Ward has a no-move clause. He's not going to be sent down to AHL. He can't be sent down to AHL, so he's our backup unless we decide to waive him, but we're not going to waive him. So he's there. But Colin Delia, in his times where he gets to play in a Blackhawks sweater, it's nice to see him perform well. He's certainly showing that he just might be the future for the Hawks. Speaking of future for the Blackhawks, my goodness, are our prospects looking pretty darn good in the World Junior Championships right now, at least through the first couple days here. You got guys like Boquist and Entwistle and Evan Barrett and Kershaw. I mean, these guys are putting on a show right now. Seriously, if you're a fellow American, I know it's tough because, well, the tournament really doesn't get covered here much at all. But since the Blackhawks have 7 players in the tournament, tied for most in the NHL, this would be a good time to kind of watch it or at least keep up with it. I highly recommend it. It's a very, very huge showcase for prospects. It really is. It's a big, big tournament. In other news, Icethetics posted an image showing all the teams getting new jerseys for the 2019 season. And of all those teams that were posted, Blackhawks were one of them. Now, the Blackhawks pretty much been confirmed that they're not getting a new jersey or a new alternate or whatever, and that their change is really going to be limited to fixing their pilgrim collar that they currently have. And if you notice, I don't have one of the new jerseys because I absolutely hate the pilgrim collars that they have. So this is very much welcome news for me, but also should be mentioned that, well, come summer or come the time when those new color designs get released and the new jerseys get released, probably means that their current form of the jerseys will probably start going on sale. So if you're looking for maybe a cheap jersey pickup or buy, maybe keep an eye on that when kind of summer rolls around. So the Hawks have one more tune-up game before the Winter Classic. That'll be 8 p.m. in Denver against the Colorado Avalanche. Will Colin Delia get another start? Played well last time he played against the Avalanche, but you kind of expect Cam Ward to probably be getting the start at the Winter Classic, so you'd kind of think that maybe it'd be good for him to get another game in before then. We'll see what happens, I guess. Thanks for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that as always, but most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.